Hello everyone, I'm Said Mandekar. Welcome back to yet another tutorial. So great to have you. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to set up your exterior scene using D5 Render. It has a very high quality and detailed objects and also super easy to work with. You don't need any previous experience or knowledge to start using it. Before we dive in, I'm gonna announce that the D5 Render is creating a cool challenge that the prize pool is over 19,000 US dollars. Believe me, anyone has the chance of winning it. I will explain more later in this video. Alright, first off, I opened the project inside 3ds Max. You can use any other 3D application that can be connected to D5 Render. Then I will just press play button in order to send this project to D5 Render, and from that point I will continue working on that scene inside D5 Render. To save some time, I already made some of the small details of the facade using high quality materials that are listed on the asset library. All you need is to choose your material from the list, download it, and drag and drop it onto that model. As simple as that. Here you see the materials I use for this scene. Once you assign it, there is a modify list on the right side of your screen to customize. To save time, I already searched through the model library and downloaded a few objects to use in my scene. Once I'm done with the objects and materials, I will adjust the environmental light and effects, and then I will go for rendering this shot. I'm changing the view so I can assign the objects to a specific part of the scene way easier. I really like this plant. It looks very high quality and beautiful. I will go grab the brush and adjust the size and other parameters. Next would be this type, but let me search the name to find more types of this plant in the library. That's enough. Press enter. There we go. I was looking for this one. You know, it's totally depend on you and your artistic look. One should be here. And one right there. Maybe more left. I will grab the eraser and remove this one. You can adjust the eraser size to remove one or more similar objects at the same time. You will learn more about this eraser tool later in this video. Before I explain the next part, let me explain you more about this competition. D5 Render is creating a challenge which is called Distance. There is a theme related to the name of the challenge, so I suggest you visit their website and watch the trailer. There is the information you need to know about this competition. Check the links in the description, but here I'm gonna skip to the good part. The ground prize would be 4,600 US dollars, 1 year subscription to D5 Pro, plus 1,000 D5 grain, which is like a D5 credit card worth of $1,000, and D5 user interview. First place, 2,300 US dollars, 1 year subscription to D5 Pro, 900 D5 grain, and D5 user interview. Second place, 900 US dollars, 1 year subscription to D5 Pro, and 800 D5 grains. Third place, 1 year subscription to D5 Pro and 700 D5 grains. Froome Choice Award, 1 year subscription to D5 Pro and 600 D5 grains. SNS Influencer Award, 1 month subscription to D5 Pro and 500 D5 grains. There are actually some rules. You have to submit your entry at gallery@d5text.com and the closing date would be May 23rd. There is another announcement here. I created a Discord channel to help everyone who wants to attend this competition by giving some artistic and technical feedback to your work. You can share your stuff in the channel so everyone can give you some ideas and motivate you to make your work even better. This channel will be available until the last day of this competition. It would be fun, right? Let's get back to my recent list again and find another plant. Here is a small area to put some flowers in. This time I would choose another tool to do it faster and more customizable. Here's the path tool, so you can click on starting point and drag along with the path and click one more time to place another spot and right click to get rid of it. Press done. Now you can change or add flowers and customize the numbers of flowers, size, density, direction, and other parameters to make it look so natural. All basic controllers are there to let you get the best out of it. Oops, I reduced the number of flowers. That looks cool. You can also add as many flowers as you want here. Now I will go for this small garden. I will choose this flower. I increase the density and a bit of randomness. I really don't want them to look the same, so yeah. Once you stop drawing and do single clicks, you would place the flower there considering the randomness. there are gaps that I would fill them with smaller size of the flower. That's okay. Let's see how it looks. And the trees. I would like to have 2 trees with different sizes. No, it's big. Let me remove it. And bring down the brush size for the second tree. And 2 trees for this side. Maybe you say that the trees are not in the frame, but the point is they will make a great shadow and ray of lights on the other part of the scene, so you really have to add them to make such an atmosphere in your scene. Now, let's add some grass. The height of the grass is good, but I think they should be shorter around the plants. So I will remove those grass that are around there and reduce the size and paint again. Let's paint some grass here. And here I will do the same process, just triple the video speed to save some time. Just watch and enjoy. Next step, I need to scatter the environment, the back and front side of the villa. I need different layers of objects. First, I will fill the area that are going to be visible in my camera with grass, and then I will add trees to fill that space. I would do the same thing for the front area so it would be visible and reflected in the exterior glass walls. It would make my scene look more real and detailed. You can use one or more objects at the same time, or add another environmental objects by searching through the list. I like these grasses. First, I should download them and then just choose them and start brushing on that area. Note that if you increase the brush size up to 100%, this icon will change to a color bucket. That it means by one click you can cover the entire hill or any other area by those objects you selected. It's an absolute lifesaver. Just beware that it leads you to low performance. However, you can always change the display quality to prevent having low performance. Don't panic if you don't see it there. It takes some time to show up in your camera, or maybe it doesn't. But if you render your scene, you will see that everything is there. It's just a matter of displaying. As I've said, you can shift the display quality if it's getting slower. Let me render this scene without any light and effect adjustments, just to show you the difference between the display and the rendered version of this scene. In the next minutes, I will go through all the lights and effects settings and show you how to do that for the final result. Everything is good. Let me just render. Yeah, there's the result. As you see, the grass is there, the same in the front hill that is visible in the glass reflection. I thought that it shouldn't be as dense as I designed, so yeah, there could be more space to see the ground as well. Also, it's the same for the eraser. You can remove all the selected objects by maximizing the size of the eraser. Now we'll add some trees to the environment. If you notice, the front trees actually filtered the sun's light and made awesome shadows and highlights on the walls and glass. I think now I can go modify the camera, light and effects. First off, I would like to correct the vertical tilt by going to camera and choose view mode. You can also adjust the other parameters on camera or adjust the light settings. I just stop the recording and remove some trees to open some space out there for sky and clouds. There are two main tabs as environments and effects. Under skylight, you can choose geo and sky that will let you visualize a specific kind of weather or simply change the sun's direction for different time of the day. The point is, as you shift the sun's direction, you will see the changes real time. To have more cloud in the sky, simply increase the amount, and for animation purpose, you can also increase the speed or even change the cloud's direction. Next feature is the fog. You can add and adjust the fog based on the mood and style of your scene. You can create it by increasing the fog amount. Also, you can change the fog's color to create different moods. Maybe a scene that represents a morning light or something. The next lighting system is HDRI. Here are some presets you can use and adjust their parameters simply by changing the values. In Effect tab, I can adjust my scene before I start rendering. Previously, I adjusted the sun's intensity whether in the G1 Sky or HDRI tab. And here I can adjust the overall exposure. You can use Auto Mode. It tries to make an overall balance, but I recommend you do it yourself. Regarding the contrast, I would say I'm not a fan of higher contrast images. So, I try to keep everything on the same level. As for the highlights, I would recommend you keep it low so it doesn't burn any light material. And keep the shadows on a normal amount. Lack of shadows or too much dark area caused by shadows damage your work. Since I'm creating a sunset scene, I prefer to see more yellow tint, so it feels a bit warm. You can also play with color grading if you want. That's a cool option to control the colors and adjust the midtones, highlights, shadows separately. You can also load your own LUT if you already have one. Alright, let me check and save the project. Now we'll go to the image tab to set up the final render. We can zoom in or out to get the best composition. Here you can choose the aspect ratio. It's really up to you which one to choose. Or you can use the preset size here. I recommend you use custom option and insert the size manually, which would be the best bet in my opinion. You can unlink the ratio so you can change it to any size, any ratio you want, as simple as that. But here I would choose the fixed preset size because it's a tutorial and I just want to show you the final result quicker. Once it's all done, add that scene to render queue if you are planning to add more shots, or simply press render button to render this scene as a single shot. You can also find the render queue button up there to see the pending and finished renders. If you have some shots pending, simply click and select them and then press render to start rendering process. After a few minutes, the render will be completed. I just press render button. It doesn't make any difference for me since I only have one scene for rendering. Here's the final result before and after post-production. That's it for me guys, hope you like this one. Please hit that like button if it was helpful and subscribe to my channel and click on that bell to be notified about the next videos. See you soon, have fun!